èṣù bá nìkan ọ̀wọ́ ìlú òró ìlú ọ̀la ìlú.
Sugar. malamalade.
Oshasi, Ailoda, 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 malamalade.
Mbeleke iroro, ode mata golona.
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 Ochosi, ailoda, malamalade.
Oshasi, Ailoda, malamalade.
Ochosi, ailoda, malamalade.
Oshasi, Ailoda, malamalade.
Ochosi, ailoda, malamalade.
Oshasi, Ailoda, malamalade.
Ochosi, ailoda, malamalade. Ochosi, ailoda,
Malamalade.
mbeleke iroro, ode mata golona.
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 Mbeleke iroro, ode mata golona. Shire, shire, ode mata, ore, ore.
Shire, shire, ode mata, ore, ore.
Mbeleke iroro, ode mata golona.
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 Shire, shire, ode mata, ore, ore. Oshosi.
Shire, shire, ode mata, ore, ore.
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 Oshosi, 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 Oshosi,
Ailoda,
Oshosi,
malamalade.
Oshosi, Oshosi,
Oshasi, Ailoda, malamalade.
Oshosi, Oshosi.
Oshasi, Ailoda, malamalade.
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 Ancestors, we call on you to fight the fight on our behalf. Ancestors, we call on you to walk on our enemies. Asheo. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. Africa land, they coming to walk on them. Walk on them, 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 Yoruba ancestors, 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 walk on them, 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 walk on them. Ancestors, we call on you. Ancestors, we call on you. You came across the middle passage. Ancestors, we call on you. Some are shown up above some are show. Ancestors, we call on you. From this land of Trinidad, great warriors, we call on you. Walk on them, 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 Yoruba ancestors, 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 walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. Great mother, we call on you. Indian love, we call on you. Your children crying, craving for great mother, we call on you. When we bought this life vision, we stood it for the nation. From the four corners of Trinidad, great mothers, we call on you. Walk on them, 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 Yoruba ancestors, 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 walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. All the way from Africa land, they come in, they come in. All the way from Africa land, they come in to walk on them. Bunda worry. Ifa says, don't let down on our ancestral practice. Ashe! Hey, African people get free. Break up the chain and make us live.
Baba
Asimada. Asishi.
Yo, Alex.
Obatala yepa o. Yepa. 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 Obatala yepa o.
Wole wa egungun iba o wole o.
Egungun persecution, horrors, Wolewa. When they try to oppress me, humiliate and stop me, Wolewa. I pour libation and send my supplication into the spirit realm. Wolewa, 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 Egungun, Wolewa, ancestors, Wolewa, 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 Egungun, Wolewa. On their shoulders I'm standing strong. Never will they let me down, Wolewa. They see my tears, they feel my pain. With patience I'll rise again, Wolewa. I must stay focused to fulfill my purpose, and I will conquer all. Ancestor, Wolewa, Wolewa, rituals or something. Egungun, Wolewa, hear us. Come to our aid. Wolewa, hear me. Wolewa, Egungun, Wolewa.
Abora boy aboshishe. Yes, so we are here on another beautiful night on the Iwer We Have Live program on the Street 919 FM. Remember, we're streaming live on Street 919 FM Facebook page. We're also streaming live on Iwer TV on YouTube. You know, folks, I know you find it's a long time. See my brother, my friend, my partner, my buddy. You know, King Shaka, you know, he's back, you know, from his long trip, you know. So, yeah, long trip, you know, so it's glad to see my wingman, he's here, you know, King Shaka, you know.
Thank you.
Thanks and praise to everything. Also, my guest tonight is Ulubashola,
Benny.
you know, Fakayode, I could say, you know, soon to be, you know, from the temple. Yes, located in Egypt Extension, Shogunas.
Yes.
And the topic tonight is about the feast, 26th annual feast that's happening. It's so we're gonna speak, we're gonna get into it, we're gonna get into the shrine. Ulubasola is gonna speak about herself a little bit, you know, get you guys familiar about the shrine, about the festival, about herself. You know, King Shaka is also going to get into the discussion, you know, that's the Udu Encyclopedia, you know. So we're going to have a good program tonight as usual, you know, so just sit back, relax, and take in Iwer We Have Life. I'm just going to pay some bills and come right back at you folks. Don't touch that dial. Iwer We Have Life on the Street 919 FM.
Sponsors for the Orisha Way of Life. Kamara's Culture Store, the #1 importer and supplier of genuine products from Africa, located at Adams Bazaar Main Road, Shogunas. Contact number 672-8438, 320-8866. Gossip Gel Polish. Gel with a difference. Contact number 3827587. Come, let us take care of your feet, Petty by Risi. They also sell butters. Contact number 3984474. Nubian Experience, clothing that tells part of our rich African history. Number 6, Woodford Street, Arima. Contact number 6881979. Oriyumi, Nico Loggins, Health and Wealth Lifestyle. Number 73, Eastern Main Road, Barataria. EMG out of Texas. Richie's Tire and Automotive Car Care Center. Number 409 Otello Drive, Hampton, Georgia. Sponsors for the Ifa Orisha Way of Life.
Also sponsored by the Throne of Gold for all your African supplies and clothing. Their contact number is 754-5128. That is the Throne of Gold. You can find them on Facebook and also on Instagram. Omo Inu, All Things Woman. For all your Yoni products, they are the sole women's haven distributor for Trinidad and Tobago. Their contact number is 365-4332. You can find them on Facebook and also on Instagram. Black Tie-Dye Catering Service, 683-8755. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Awo Wabande Tonic, 388-4606. You can find them on Facebook and also on Instagram. Ile Josio Turameji, Awo Oshun. Thank you.
Yes, so we're back at it here on the Ifa Orisha Way of Life. You know, I'm going to let Shaka start with the Iba, you know, Shaka.
Ekale, Trinidad and Tobago, Ekabo. We give praise and thanks for this day,
Mashe.
this Monday, that we are in the land of the living,
Mashe.
that we are here on the street 919, Ifa Orisha Way of Life.
Benny.
As Ifa tells us in Okara Onwari, Olodumare is the universal spirit that controls this world. So we say Iba Olodumare.
Benny.
We pay homage to our Ori that is continuously guiding us along our life's path. We pay homage to our mothers. As Ifa tells us in Ejiogbe, it is after Olodumare. It is the permission of our mothers, our mother that birthed us, that which blessings come to us. So we pay homage to our mother. We pay homage to our father. We pay homage to our ancestors whose shoulders we stand upon.
Mashe.
We pay homage to once Uluo, once Ianifa,
Mashe.
once Ojubona.
Mashe.
We pay homage to all elders across this land of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the diaspora. We pay homage to all Ilays, Palays, shrines that are continuously doing the work at this time. We pay homage to Barami Agboniregun, Orenmela, Ibikeji Olodumare, second in command to Olodumare,
Mashe.
but the one who saw us kneel and choose our destiny in the market of Ido. We pay homage to Akoda, we pay homage to Asheda, the first students of Orenmela. We pay homage to Yeye Oshun.
Ori,
We pay homage to Baba Eshu, Eshu Lalu, Eshu Odara, Eshu Onibode, Osalokbe, Baba Eshu, the one who opens the crossroad,
Mashe.
the divine messenger,
Mashe.
the divine linguist,
Mashe.
the one who answers and knows the sound of the birds and the bees and knows how to assist all creatures on God's green earth.
Benny.
We pay homage to Ogun, Ogulakaye Oshimole,
Ogun.
Oguye Moye. On this Ogun day, we pay homage to Baba Ogun, Oshosi, Ija, Orisha Oko.
Mashe.
We pay homage to Bogbo Orisha.
Ashe.
We pray and ask that as we start this session of the Ifa Orisha way of life,
Beni.
may blessings reach all of us.
Ashe.
May everything we put our hands on positively, may our works manifest.
Ashe.
We ask that as we engage our destiny on a day-to-day basis, may we be counted among those who are successful in fulfilling our mission and purpose in this sojourn of our existence.
Ashe.
May whatever negative that may surround any one of us on Radio Land, anywhere, may Ogun defend us.
Ashe.
May Ogun clear our path, and may Ogun grant us justice where there is injustice.
Ashe.
We call upon our ancestors to prop us on every bending side.
Ashe.
We ask our Egbe Aye to not allow us to be disgraced here on earth.
Beni.
May we remember our Egbe. Muso, muso, muso. May we remember our Egbe.
Ashe.
We ask for healing in this time
Ashe.
for persons who have lost loved ones at the hands of negative forces and vibrations. We pray for healing. We offer a special prayer at this time for the family in Kokie that lost their father on Friday. And we pray and we ask, at the positive energies, grant them comfort in this time.
Ashe.
For the children especially who witnessed, the demise of their father.
Ashe.
We ask that comfort reaches them. At this time as well, we pray for our fathers to stand up with their families, protect them. We ask that wives stand up with their husbands
Ashe.
to support and bring forth good children. This is my prayer, this is our prayer. In no other name but Olodumare's most sacred and bountiful name. Ashe, 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 Ashe.
We say a call it all Shines Palace located all over the diaspora, Trinidad and Tobago, and let's like to see Alafia to the Ile Juba Gogborisha in Tableland, Lockton. Also Akibile Elibubon, who's locked on the Facebook page, said Abora Boya Boshishe, peace, love and power to all. May Olodumare always shine the light on us all. Ashe. Veronica George, who's locked on, Atiba Swamba, Ifaleke Neves, Abora Boya Boshishe, Baba Ifale, and everyone. Also, I'll just like to congratulate Initiating Olodumare in Pity Valley with Chief Masatunje Oramfe on the completion of the Olokun Festival over the weekend in Tobago. It was a success. I have some pictures. Probably I'll share it next week on next week's program. They had fun. They had a good turnout. Everything was good. So we give thanks and praise to Olodumare for that as we continue during this sojourn. So I say it's all yours, Oloboshola. It's all yours.
Thank you. So I am here basically to welcome the public to our 26th annual Feast of Ojubo Risha Omelu, which will be held at Egypt Extension Enterprise from the 18th, which is our spiritual father's birthday. So we'll be celebrating in grand style to the 21st of October.
Nice, man.
Wonderful.
So tell me some about the festival, how much years, how this festival started, you know.
So started in 1996, or sorry, 1994, by Baba Aurora Fakayode. Right in Egypt Extension and Enterprise. As you said, it's 26 years in which we're celebrating. So though we are young, we're going strong, and it's a momentous occasion for us. So basically, it's been held right at the shrine, and from various nights we're celebrating various orishas. So on the first night we'll be celebrating Eshu. Let me see. And first night is the 18th, I believe we're celebrating. Let me just check the.
No problem, man. Take out the
book.
Yeah.
Right. So on the 18th we're celebrating Eshu, Ogun, Onile, and Oshosi. On the 19th we're celebrating Eshu, Shongo, Oya, Ibeji. On the 20th it's Eshu, Igungun, Obatala, Osain, Obaluwaye. And on these days it's from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. So
Okay.
we're over and early, we're giving everybody enough
8
time.
p.m. to 1 a.m.
AM, sorry, 1 a.m., yeah.
So what is that marathon?
No, we're giving everybody enough time to rest, go home, and re-energize yourself to come out with enough figure for each day. Right on the last day, which is the 21st, we're celebrating Eshu, Ifa, Oshun, Olokun, Yemonja, Korikoto, Egbe, and Erile. So that's the water divinities.
Okay.
So on that day, we started a lot later. Because we understand that throughout the week, we've been going, seconds, we dancing, we praying, we're giving everybody enough time to get enough rest because we're going from 10 p.m. till.
Nice.
So we have enough time. If anybody needs transport, link up with your fellow men, link up with whoever come in tongue, spread the word. It's going to be a wonderful time. And of course, we're asking for members of the community to not only work with offerings and donations, but we're also looking towards building our Iforisha school in 2024.
Okay.
So we are starting to do some little fundraising events to now bring this manifestation on. So we are hoping that everyone, if it's however small it is, work with the donations so that we can now work towards building this school.
This school will it be built on the same compound?
Yes, it will.
All right.
Wonderful.
All right. That's nice. That's really nice. So the offerings or the acceptance retail items for the different Ebonites and
yes,
all the accepting also. So somebody could donate a whole pallet of bricks, a whole pallet of cement,
accepting that.
let
some
things,
paint,
let things
all of
happen.
that. If it is you would like to work, of course, with apart from the ritualistic items, some fruits, any little offerings that you would like to give as well, because you have the various orishas being energized on these days. So we work with the fruits that that these orishas will accept.
Shaka?
Every time I hear that a shrine or a group is engaging in celebrating Orisha, but the joy I feel within. I mean, I'm on radio, so I don't want to scream out and sound as if, but it's always good that we celebrate the energies that prop us on a day-to-day basis. So again, all I would send to the Ile is congratulations in advance, and may the Ebo, may your sacrifices be accepted, because we all know how Orisha Omolu celebrates. They do it with pomp, with heart, and with true love for Orisha. And it's good to also see that the young ones are coming out to represent, and that shows that there's a contingency plan of continuation so that the tradition could go forward. And I'm very, very pleased to hear that plans is underway for 2024 for the establishment of a school. It is very good because that shows that this group is seeking to leave this place in a better state than they met it, because that is our prayer. So we give thanks and praise for the elders of that Ile, Baba Awurela, Iaomi, and the executive and the members of that shrine. Continue the good work, and may Olodumare continue to strengthen you all to leave this place in a better state than it currently is. Asher.
I must say, I have seen some growth within the Ile from inception of time, and I mean, Baba Arela, I know you guys are very close-knit. I mean, it could only get better. And the more youths you have coming up into the tradition, letting them understand what the tradition is about, it will be good for all of us. Not just yourself or Baba Arela Fakayode, but knowing that successive planning is happening at this time. I always feel welcome when I go there. I'm always treated very, very well, and I look forward. I'm going to be there for his birthday especially. I'm going to be there for those first 2 days, and I look forward to that. So I know there's the 26th year. And Baba Arela Fakayode, I know you are streaming on Facebook. You can call us up on 342-0081, 342-0081. Let's have a little more discussion. I know you wasn't able to come through, but you give the young ones, the PRO, Public Relations Officer, the opportunity to come and spread their message. So the line is open. 342-0081, 342-0081, 7711-791, 7711-791. That's my WhatsApp number. So we're on the discussion, 26 years. I know you might not have been around for the full 26 years.
No, I wasn't even a thought at that point in time. I'm only 25. When they first came into inception, I was up in a room sitting down, waiting for my turn to come down.
All right, nice.
So,
So it's good that you are part of it now.
And another thing as well, as it pertains to, okay.
Abo Shishe Kola.
Ogbato, this is Baba Arela Fakayode here. Greetings to you. Greetings to Bashaka as well, and the PRO of the executive of Ojubo Orisha Omerlu.
Yes, Baba. I want to know how has it been the 26 years? I mean, 26 years is not something easy to come by, I want to give my little walk through, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations of how these 26 years was for the Orisha Umalo in Egypt village there.
All right. It started in 1994. In my mother's living room, and I remembered we keeping circle prayers there, and stuff, and we would have called it at the time. And then we moved to different places, and eventually started feast in 1996. That was my first feast. Hello?
Yeah, we're right here, Baba. We're listening.
Yeah,
We're listening.
So 1996 till now, I think it's supposed to be around that 26 years. Yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Real trials and tribulations, but I steadfast and I didn't give up. I continued to pursue, and then eventually, the thing was the 17th of March in 1990. 17th of March 1996, the same year when I started Feast, was the Obaluaye Festival begun for the public as well. I think we are 26 years for both Obaluaye Festival, that will be for next year, and 26 years for Feast this year.
So tell me, I know you have a team every year. What is the team for this year, and how that team came about?
Well, the team actually came about after we cast the divination, where the elders of the temple we meet and we consult every year before feast. Well, before feast starts, so we will have information and guidance from the oracle as to what this feast is going to be about and what is the necessary sacrifices that has to be made to ensure great success. And this year, setting ourselves free is actually coming from that particular Udu that speaks about, coming out from this moment of being locked inside. We couldn't come out and celebrate as we would have liked to celebrate. This pandemic had we in chaos, and because of that, Orisha say, hey, we are going to set you all free from every bondage set by the enemies. We are going to see victory this year. And so that's why we're preparing for that.
Just to add a little spice to it, I was told that you celebrate your Strong on the 18th. The 18th, yes, so I know, yes. I know Banjela, I know HSM Arela Fakayode, and I know the two individuals how they like to come out, and I know what to expect, and so I know it's gonna be an extra added vibes, energy, yeah. And I know the members in your shrine full of energy, full of vibes, full of love. I saw some wonderful things happen down there. You know what I mean? And it could only get better. It can only get better. We can only go up.
Sure. I'm happy that, the young people and they are, steering the ship now. I mean, I'm overseeing, but, I served on the executive, at a point in time as a chairman, and for a long time too, I was voted back again. I still was a secretary at a point in time in the organization, and I'm so happy that stepping down and letting the young people now sit on the executive board is really, a joy in my heart to know that we are heading somewhere in a good direction, and yeah.
And it goes to show, you know what I mean? You having a PRO, because when you say young, within the tradition, somebody holding on a post like PRO might be in the late 30s or 40s, and to have a young, energetic, competent PRO who the festival is even older than her, and she's holding down that post of PRO and being able to come out. That means that a lot of transparency, a lot of work is being done behind the scene, and I say that is real good. Ole, keep it up, keep it up. I can't wait. I'll be there for the 18th and the 19th. Hope King Shaka once we now working. We'll be there, the job does go. But I must say, anything else you want to tell us, Baba, about the festival?
I want to encourage every shrine in Trinidad and Tobago that is headed by elders, maybe of age, probably in the 40, 50 something. Give the youth a chance. Trust them. That they are able or they are capable. To take the baton and carry it to the next generation. Because I started young. So I understand the importance of grooming young people and letting them, shine and feel good about them shining, not jealous about them. So I want to encourage elders out there to give the young people a chance. Let them shine. They are the hope of our tradition to evolve. And if we don't do it and we die, we are going to have problems.
So true, so true, so true. So true. Shakaya, anything to ask Baba Arla?
In terms of this year, Baba, from years gone by, what different you expect to see this year as compared to years gone by in keeping this particular feast?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Awo. Very glad you asked that question. I see this year as different because next year is going to be the last year that I'm going to be celebrating the feast at the headquarters here in preparation for the school. And so this year is going to be a year where it's the first year where the executive going to be a sect of young people that is actually pushing and advertising and ensuring that the festival success that for the success of the festival this year. And so most of what is happening will really spearheaded with the directions, yes, of course, the Oracle, but the young people playing a more major part in this year's festival. And that is what makes it so different for this year.
What tells us in Yogbe that methodical planning is what is the engine room of every organization. And we are clearly seeing that with Orisha Umalu. The engine room is planning and succession, and we are seeing it with, the promotion of the youths to come forward and step up. Ashe, thank you.
Ashe, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And, I wish you all blessings as well and continue to have a wonderful program.
Yes, Baba. Thank you very much. So, Piaro, so you could just run through the different nights again, the times, and what's happening from the 18th straight down to the 20th.
Nice. So, of course, again, the theme is setting ourselves free. So from the 18th, I'm going to dive right into the book again. I want to make sure we have the proper
the colorful
information.
Big book.
The colorful big book. So we have Eshu Ogun Onile and Oshosi on the 18th. On the 19th, we have Eshu Shongo Oya Ibeji on the 20th. Eshu Egungun Obatala Osain Obaluaye. And on the last night, we have the water divinities. Eshu, Ifa, Oshun Olokun, Yamoja, Korikoto, Egbe, and Erie.
So people get your offering, ritual items, they're accepting ritual items, they're accepting donations towards the building of the school. In 2024, bring your friend, bring your family, bring your grandmother, bring your auntie, bring your neighbor. I mean, the place is big. The place is big, the place is very big, If all is sick, all is sneezing, all have a cold, do not come in the people place. Because
all COVID protocols will be observed,
there
of course.
Is COVID still around, and there's an influenza virus that is going around, and it's that bad, so I must say it's a pleasure and a privilege to have you on the program, to come and share the information, I know I don't get to see you much. We talk on
Facebook.
Yes, and even when I come down next week, I know you'll be occupied,
Floor.
You'll be on the floor. I know me as an Obatala initiator, I just find a corner and stay there unless Baba Arla Fakayo, they tell me, come up here, or somebody say, come up here. I just try to stay in the back and observe and enjoy the vibes. So people who streaming on the Street 919 FM Facebook page, We're streaming live on YouTube on Iwer TV. 18th, 19th, 20th. Come out in all the numbers. All COVID protocols observed.
And especially the youth. I want to put a special invitation out there to the youth. As Baba would have said, a lot of the planning and a lot of the work in the background has been pushed by the youth, of course, by the guidance, under the guidance of the elders, but especially with the theme setting ourselves free. I want us to remember that we also need to set ourselves free from the limitations that we put on ourselves. So I don't want the youth to think that, yeah, the elders there, we go take we time, we go. No, don't set any limitations on yourself. Come down, find yourself down in temple from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. On the 18th to the 20th, and on the 21st is from 10 p.m. till we going right down.
Till we lie down.
That's right. And I want to say a pleasant good night to the Ojuborisha family. I know they are locked on and listening. A pleasant good night to Baba. Pleasant good night to all the elders, all the members, all the chiefs. Pleasant good night to the whole Ojuborisha community. And yeah, we'll see y'all.
But let me ask you a question, you know, as a young person in the community, in the tradition, did you see yourself here?
Here
I'm coming at you now, yeah.
Here as in coming on the program?
No, within the community. When being a part of Ifa or Orisha, you know, as a young person, because at this young age, young people tend to deviate and do other things than really work on their spirituality and life, you know. And as you reach out to me in the past, you know, as a student, you're doing things happening, and you're balancing your spiritual life with your personal and academic life. Did you see yourself here, where you at as being a PRO, being part of a great organization, being part of a great practice, being part of a great community?
Let me tell you the honest truth. The answer is no, you know. But you see, when it is, we say all the time, we shall fulfill our traditional rights, we shall fulfill our destiny. Have plenty times where I got the opportunity and I ran. I ran far and wide, and I ran until I couldn't run no more. And it was until, even within my studies, or even within business opportunities and all of that, everything started to connect. And within following those connections, I found where I felt most at home. I found where everything made sense, and I found where you know, when obstacles come in your way and things just clear in your way. That is what Ifa, that's what Orisha did for me, and that is what being a part of the community has done for me.
Sure.
And it has given me not just a guideline for everyday life, but it's given me greater peace and understanding, knowing to just trust and believe in whatever I know. Here's what my Orisha's guiding me, my ancestors guiding me. They wouldn't put me in a bad place. They will send me to the place where I need to go. So it's given me endless discipline, endless patience, because as youth we lack a lot of patience. We lack a lot of respect for our elders. We think we want to rush and we feel we know everything. And being a part of the community has helped me to know what is to be humble. It's helped me to seek where I need to be and not where I think I need to be. So the answer, honestly, I really did not think I would be here. I ran. If you know me, you would know I don't like spotlights. I hate the spotlights. I very own way at times. So I do like being told what to do, how to do it. But you need guidance in your life to be able to succeed. You also need to be able to sacrifice. And I was able to learn how to do a lot with little, and how to give to be able to get. So here I am.
And if you are given the opportunity to get a young individual to come into your shrine, into your parlor, to understand Ifa, to understand the Rumale, to understand what the ancestors is about, what would you tell that young person?
I will tell them, take your time, trust in the process, because it can get a bit scary when you don't know what's going on. When persons don't have knowledge of something, they have a tendency to just cast a blind eye or cast, what's the word I'm looking for?
Explosion.
Correct. So take your time. Be wary of those who are going to come in your path to try to deter you from where you need to be. And also pay attention to those who are coming around you to now take your hand and guide you along. Connect yourself with elders. Connect yourself. Pray each and every time. So that I can talk to a Mary. Don't just walk blindly. And when you feel like you don't know, is when the answers are going to come. When it is you are connecting yourself to the oracle, when it is you are connecting yourself to the divine and all the positive energies out there, you will end up where you need to be.
Ashe.
One more. If you are given the opportunity to fix something within the community, what will you fix? Shaka going too hard on.
No, that's good. To whom much is given, much is expected.
Benny.
One thing in the community that I would like to fix, I think it would be the passing on of knowledge throughout and I would say not just the passing on of knowledge, but the correct knowledge throughout the community. A lot of times we out there, and the basics a lot of young devotees do not know, and you cannot just wash your foot and jump in. You cannot just be in this thing and you come and you sing and you clap, and what's next?
As a Baba does say, they're looking for Zeze.
Correct. And he says, will get you nowhere but in trouble.
So
if
true.
You don't know what it is you're doing, or what it is you're singing, what it is you're reading. So I would say a lot more knowledge needs to be passed on, not just through because a lot of times we have to unlearn to learn. So that's the one thing I would like to correct.
Right, Shaka.
You mentioned something that, you had allowed your Uri to take you to that place of understanding. And immediately this came to mind. Irete, Iwuri, my Uri, take me to a good place. This was divine for Sassare when he was offering prayers to Eliawi's Uri, and he was praying to Olodumare. He was praying that his Uri take him to the place where it was profitable for him. And as you mentioned that, this in itself is a testimony for all of us that the answers we are looking for, yes, it is right there. It is within us. But the things that sometimes we are running from is the things that would bring us blessing. Right. Many times, even walking this path of Ifa, as an adherent, as a devotee, we would come across obstacles and limitations within ourselves.
Right.
Yes. You would get initiated and you would have one eleke. You would be representing Orunmila. You would be representing Oshun, Ogun, Eshu, whichever Orisha you are initiated in. And many times, a person would tend to half step because those around them may not approve of what they are into. And that in itself is a limitation of one attaining a higher level of elevation. So the theme itself, it is in well alignment with Erete Iwuri. May our Ori lead us to that place of profitability.
Sure.
We may be in spaces and places where even your friends, your family don't approve of your innate destiny. But Ifa tells us the main currency that would take us to the gates of meeting our ancestors is fulfilling our destiny,
Sure.
fulfilling our purpose, our divine mission. Because no one else was there when you chose your destiny in the market of Edo.
Ben.
No one else was there when the PRO here chose her destiny. No one else was there when Baba Aurela chose his. No one else was there when I chose mine. So that tells us it's incumbent on us to make things work with us by doing that which is right. You get initiated, you follow your blueprint. You don't allow society to limit you. You are a devotee, be a devotee to the best of your ability. Serve Orisha in truth. Serve in truth. And as people are going to this festival, take the opportunity and go. Take it. You know why? It's a portal of blessing waiting to overflow to everybody. Yes, it is being hosted by Orisha Omolu. But the mere fact that it is open to the public, take the opportunity and go. Go. If you have any inhibitions within yourself, let it go and go. And have a testimony of what Orisha did for you next year.
Sure.
And that is what it is. You go to prayers, you're not going to gape, gossip, stand up outside, smoke hemp, smoke things, and bad up your head and go in the prayers.
I only go in when it have a manifestation.
You go with a sincerity of heart to receive blessing and to give, to add. Because when the chantwell on the floor and you're singing with heart and with purpose, you're giving. You're giving. When you have to go to carry offering, make sure you give a good offering as well. You give them something. If you go with some money too. Bless the shrine. Put down our money. Because the same money you put down, the money will come back to you. And that is what Orisha is. That is what Ifa is. You give and you will get. You give, you'll get. Osarete tells us, let us not be stingy. Yes. Osarete tells us, let us not be stingy. Let us give. Let us give. What Arun Mila is, Baba, the great father, our first Messiah known to mankind. Give. 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 What Eshu is, Eshu will give. All Orisha work with Eshu. Eshu will give you what you work for. So if you go with $1 and it's all you have, Orisha would accept it.
Benny.
Give what you could give, but give in honesty and truth. Go and put down our money. Go put down our offering. Don't be a sponge.
Just keep taking.
Don't just take. Go and give with honesty. Don't go in a place and stand on the riverbank and bad talk either. Go and give. Give with honesty. Give with honesty. Who's righteous amongst us? Who? Who could beat HS anywhere and say, you know, I reach?
No one.
Whatever little we know in the eyes of Olodumare, it is nothing. Oturapon Meiji tells us, who is so wise to know how much grain of sand it is on the seashore? Or who is the greatest traveler amongst us who will know the ends of the world path? Nobody. So whatever we think we know, let us be humble with it. We may go at a space or a place and we might hear somebody pronounce a word wrong. Let us not embarrass people. Let us correct somebody in love. You call them and you say, brother, ting, you know? You correct people in love because this is Orisha.
Ashe.
This is Orisha. Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe.
Well said. So, you know, so we calling all Elias, all Palace, all Shrine.
Support the thing, man.
Calling all the from Manzanilla to Maruga, from Maruga to Sejas, from Sejas to Pity Valley. Central people, all they come out. East people, the East Side people, all they come out. People from the North, Belmont, Freetown people, all they come out. All they come out. Like my ends, you know. Let we come out and let we venerate and let we give thanks because a lot of us in the community did not make it to the endemic of the pandemic.
Correct.
You know? A lot of that. Yes, Baba, I know you have plenty space and if downstairs full, you could go up on the steps and stand up too, you know? So yeah. It's a nice vibe. It's a nice vibe. So my lines are open now. 3420081, 3420081-771-1791. Call us, you know. Or you could have a conversation with Ulubo Shola. You know about the feast that's happening, and trust me, that's next week. That is next week already. That is, I know they're doing all the final preparations, you know, because I mean, Baba Arla Fakayo is a man like to feed people too, so I know all they have a lot of work. That taking money and preparation and catering for people, you know, to be because last time I was there, I had a lot of people. A lot.
Everybody had to get something.
Yeah, and everybody
had to get
yeah,
something.
you know, because that's how that shrine is, you know. I mean, it might sound bad, it has certain shrines, all shrines, but it has shrines that when you go, you know, is outpouring and love, energy is vibes, you know, and we're really looking forward. People all come out.
And you see, that is what takes us to a different place from where you would stand this year. What you put out for the best, Orisha would elevate you to a different place.
Like he's saying, and there's true, the Friday can't stretch. I'm telling you, no, that was facts,
The
no.
best Friday I ever
No,
tasted.
that fried bacon saltfish, it had to cut down because the amount of people that are there, you know, and I was say some shaka, our Baba shaka, you know, I was say some as a young Lorisha, you know. I find events like these, a shrine from down so should send some. A shrine from so should send something. You know, because we have a feast. I want you to come, you come by me. Yeah, I go provide, you know. But let we contribute to one another.
Well, hopefully we can start here.
And that is how our ancestors lived. That is how our ancestors lived. Again, as we had said, you give to get. You give to get. You give to get. Let us give. Let us give. Let us give to get. we can't expect to take everything and give nothing.
Right.
Let us give. Let us go and give offering.
He done coming for blessings already.
Send the blessings. Sacrifice. Sacrifice with them. It's not just their sacrifice. It's all of us sacrifice. Because how much Ogun it have? How much Shango it have? Yes, there are different aspects, but there's one Shango, there's one Ogun, there's one Orunmila, there's one Oshun. So all of us serve the same Ogun, the same Oshun, the same Orunmila. Huh? Yes. So with that understanding, let us give. Because if you give at our next space and you give at your space, it's the same Orisha you're giving.
Correct.
So you go and you give, you support them. And that is what will help bridge the broken gaps within, you know,
The community.
I wouldn't say
within the palace, Ilays, shrines.
Within, you know, the society in general. Because when we have to fix problems, we have to fix it in our homes. We have to fix it within us. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that is what would take us forward.
Ben.
Asheo.
Because when Baba say, all right, feasts from next week, he put on his knees, he pray, he fast, endless days. Temple members come out, you come and you clean effigies, you come, you paint in the space. The blessings is not just for us.
At all.
The blessings comes out to each and every. Even if you can't make it, even if you're home in your bed and you're saying, ooh, I wish I was there tonight. Or you should know your heart. And the blessings does not just come onto our plate. The blessings is stretched all throughout the community, all throughout the nation. So this is why it is extremely important to come and not just sup with us and come and sing and chant and pray. No, come and give whatever little you have. It is appreciated and it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we be saying on the Ifa Risha way of life program here to all those who are listening, you know, the same way how we ask for contribution and support, we asking that all members, non-members of the community, you know, reach out. Because that same left hand, your pot is the same with the right hand go receive something. And let me try and support the whole idea, the whole fact, you know, because as Shaka said it, we shall say give and you shall receive. You know? So let me reach out, you know, it are any numbers that anybody could call.
My phone on me tonight, sorry, but
Oh God, Baba Ararela.
I'm hoping you can put it
A
up.
temple,
Yeah,
I believe.
Baba Ararela Fakayode, can you put up some numbers that we, the listening and viewing public, I can call it out. Those viewing can see it and can contact the temple and make arrangements, you know, to come and make some donations, some
Also,
contributions.
you can check out his Facebook page. You can check out my Facebook page, Temple Facebook page, and information will be sharing throughout. Other members of Temple as well, they have been sharing the information. So you can reach out to any other Temple member and you'll be able to get in touch with us.
Nice, so we on track.
I share.
We on track, you know. Baba Arela, I don't know if you're still there. You know, Baba says over 300 person. I was like, oh my gosh, we need to cook more stuff. The fry bake at the stretch. You know, I was there that year. You know, we have enough space. If Ashurun says, Ashe, Lauren, Orishabu Mihain says, yes to be part of yes with purpose. Purpose. And the purpose is to come and support from the 18th straight to the 20th. You know,
21st.
The 21st, yes, the 21st. So, anything in closing you want to see, and you want to...
In closing, I'd just like to say, come, let us fellowship, let us worship, let us sing and dance, let's celebrate all that Orisha has done for us, because Orisha definitely has not forsaken us, and Orisha will never forsake us. And let us look towards 26 years plus. Let us look towards the future. The youth, come out, come out, come out. We are doing this especially in passing on that battle, because when the elders, when their lights out and dimmer, it is us that must come now and carry on the tradition so that the tradition will never die. So
the numbers to call, to contribute, to donate, ritual items, whatever offering you feel to give. Come on, Shaka does say, come and get our money,
Put our money.
The money not going in Baba pocket, the money going towards the upliftment of the temple and the feast. So the numbers to call are 480-1060-767-7364, 738-3244. Say it again, 480-1060-767-7364, 738-3244. So, just before we go and take a break, I'd just like to thank you for coming, taking the time off to come and share.
Thank you for having me.
For sharing the information. I look forward to attend on the 18th and the 19th. I know all will be well. I know how the members of the shrine and love. I know all they like to come out, all they like to do it. Continue, keep the flag flying, and all will be well.
Ashe.
Right? So, folks, we're going to take a little break and we're going to come right back at you. It's all about Ifa Orisha. We have live on the Street 919 FM, streaming live on Facebook. We're also streaming live on Iwer TV on YouTube.
Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe akbatani. Omiawa ibajani ibabo shishe oshunshile.
Omi awa ibajaniye, ibabo shishe agbatani.
Omi awa ibajani, ibabo shishe oshunshila. Omi awa ibajani, ibabo shishe agbatani.
Omi awa ibajani, ibabo shishe oshunshile. Omi awa ibajani, ibabo shishe agbatani.
Morami mayo, Morami mayo, mobado, yeah, oh. Morami mayo, mobado, yeah, oh. Morami mayo, mobado, yeah, oh.
Morami mayo, Morami mayo,
oya kweru mariwo oya de iye kwa iye kwa oya stile kuko Shango baba wa Shango baba wa Shango baba wa Shango baba wa ariwa 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 Shango baba wa Shango baba wa Shango baba wa Shango baba wa ariwa 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 ariwa
Aborabo Yabo Shishi.
Ogboato Asure Iwuri Ofun.
So we going back into the conversation here on the Ifa Orisha way of life. My brother King Shaka, you know.
Share.
I must say thanks to Ulobo Sola Fakayode from the Temple of Juba, Molo Orisha in Egypt extension. Shogunas, their feast happening on the 26th. No, the 26th annual feast that's happening from the 18th of October. You know, so folks make your way down, carry ritual items, contact numbers to call if you want to make monetary contributions or you want to carry contributions before the feast. You can call 480-1060, 767-7364, 738-3244, Ifa Orisha way of life. So Shaka, where we going now?
Well, as we on the topic of giving, because during the conversation with Ulubu Shola, we spoke about the importance of giving. You know, you give in order to get. And it is important, especially as human beings in our day-to-day activities. What we give is always what will be returned to us in multiple fold. So, as adherents of Ifa Orisha practice, when we are going to support a fellow devotee or another awo, let us be sure in what we are going to do. If we are going with a positive mindset, positives would meet us on the way. But if you are going with a negative mindset, negative will meet you on the way.
Benny.
So it's important that people understand these basics. Is what energy you vibrate is what would be returned, and it's what would meet you along the way. You understand?
Yeah.
I had an interesting time away from the program. I had a very, very, very interesting time away from the program. And I decided that I would like to speak about it on the program.
I want to hear about it.
I had a very interesting time away from the program. And it started just after the Oshun Festival in Arima at Ilage, Usi, Utura, Meji, Oshun. So, on the 8th of September, we had journeyed down to Tableland. We had visited Yeye Allah, Obat Allah's shrine. That is Tableland Shrine. Ile, Bogbo, Orisha, Mimo, Ofun, Osa. We had visited that shrine. And the experience itself, being down there for that period, was a beautiful one. Especially since they have expanded their Ile.
Okay.
And it shows us that whatever hard work we put out to Orisha, Orisha would reward us.
Benny.
Now, they had put on an extension and they have installed Olokun, the Orisha Olokun at the space. And the interesting thing was how everything came together. From the first day to the day of the festival on the 24th of September, when they had held their grand celebration. From the first day, everything was just on the ground. But on the last day, everything came together. And that tells us too, as devotees, let us always do what is favorable within the eyes of Orisha.
Benny.
And I'm saying this to say, whatever we have to do, let us do it with our best foot. Because that is what will take us forward. So you could imagine you have a feast or you have a festival. You're praying, you're offering libation and all of these things. The money you put out and all of these things. And you're thinking, way boy, what I'm putting out here, it may be too much. Often that may be, you know, the trend of thought for some people. But I will tell persons today that whatever we give to Orisha, they will give us it back in multiples. That is a serious thing. Because again, what you give is what they will send back. If you give and you think that next week your pocket will be empty, the Orisha will give you back what you put out. But Ifa also tells us, let us put in the work. Let us put in the work. Let us grasp opportunities at the right time when opportunities come. When we serve Orisha in truth, they will return our lost blessings that had evaded us. In fact, that had evaded us before. And this is the promise of Orisha to us devotees. Ifa tells us that it is only if a devotee's character is out of order and their attitude is wrong, they will not find food to eat. And that tells us in volumes that it's incumbent on us always to walk in positive alignment. And that positive alignment is what would ensure we get food to eat tomorrow. There is a call in our tradition. Eriwoya. Eriwoya. Omo Eriwoya. That in itself, that is the first thing you would meet at the start of an Ifa Orisha program. Because that call is telling us those who listen will find food to eat. Those who listen will live long, etc., etc. And this is the discipline that we must inculcate in our being to move forward. We have to listen. We have to be obedient. Yeah? When the call of responsible persons are made to us, we must answer. Uturapa Meiji tells us, I knelt and called on those before me. I knelt and called on those behind me. They asked, who are those before me? It is the ancestors that are in one's lineage that is before one.
I ask again.
So again, this is showing us that to walk in proper alignment, we must imbibe spirituality in our everyday function. Spirituality in the proper way that our ancestors laid down for us. Yeah? In the proper way our ancestors laid down for us. Isheshe, one's mother is one's Isheshe, one's father, one's ancestors. We have to follow our way of life in the correct way that will bring us to that place of spiritual growth and elevation. That's how it is. Because following the divine instruction, it would negate us out of the path of sickness, death, loss, accidents, incidents, and all negative things. Yeah? Yes. Following the proper path of how we would live. In fact, our tradition is what will take us forward. Case in point, as an adherent or devotee of Ifa Orisha practice, if one is following Osha Ifa and we go to our Ifa and you offer your prayers and your ritual offerings, right? And you throw obi, you cast obi before your Ifa. You ask, Ifa, do you see blessing for me for the next 5 days? Or the next, how much days? Ifa say, okay, yes. Ire. But if you're true and you get ayewo, you get sickness, you get death, you get loss, you get lack, you consult again and you ask Ifa, what can I do to negate these negative principalities for befalling me? That is why Ifa says, we know yesterday, we know today, we don't know tomorrow. That is why the devotee cast Ifa every 5 days. And that is out of Ugunda Meiji. Ifa tells us that the only way we could survive in this material world is by offering sacrifice. Offering sacrifice. Heeding the call to offer sacrifice. That is why, again, it ties into the giving. Once you access the spiritual portal, you have to give. You must give. And some people may think, all right, if I say, if I rat, 2 fish, 2 cock, 2 hen, money, gin, palm oil, what them thing could do for me?
Yeah. You will be amazed.
You will be amazed. You will be amazed. Because we have to also remember too that all these things, the rat, the catfish, the this, that in the spiritual realm, all of these things have an ori. And it is the ori of these items that will be making intercession on your behalf to make you go forward. Or sometimes like how Babande having a festival. Hence why, again, it's incumbent on people. If you could go. You go and you offer your petition. Not just for yourself, but your family. Yes. A simple prayer in earnest by you could save your family. A simple thing as you going and telling the Orisha to protect your family. In the night time when you go home, certain things could be revealed to you to protect your family. I'm telling you. And that is how beautiful our way of life is. That is how beautiful our way of life is. It is spirituality. Yeah? Hence why we would say, if you look into put on a show would only reach you so far. Show would just give you self gratitude in the eyes of people. But in the eyes of spirit, they will just be like, okay, All right. Hence why we must offer our offering and our sacrifice with spirit. When we say spirit, in truth and with honesty, you go and you pour emotions, you put emotions behind it, you sweat, because they are there to help us. Yeah, they are there to help us. So giving is so important. In the life of a devotee, giving is important. Feeding people is important. What Okara Urat tells us, it is when we feed people and they eat to satisfaction, their stomachs would praise you. Their stomach would pray for you. If your foe come and eat your food and they seek to destroy you, the Mother Earth will consume them. That is why it's important to feed people. Eshu would stand and defend you anywhere once you have offered the offering, once you have offered your sacrifice. If death is coming, Eshu will stop them and say, hey, this year my devotee, this year my child have offered his or her sacrifice. Iku, make a turn. Yes, sickness, loss, litigation, if all of these things are coming and you have offered your sacrifice, Eshu will stand in the way and say, hey, make a turn. Hence why we say that Eshu is a policeman. He will stop the traffic if it come in, and I wreck it elsewhere, because we work for what we get. And that is it. As our elders used to say, we work for what we get. And that's a serious thing. You work for blessing, you get a blessing. You work for curse, you will incur a curse. And that is why our tongue, our mouth, is a powerful energy. The asher of our mouth, it is, if it is not controlled, if it's not controlled, it could bring harm to a person. It could bring harm to the person with whom it's coming from. Because if you wish that upon a person, be careful. Be careful. Because that could meet you instead. And that's why Ifa tells us in Otura Meiji, the uncontrolled tongue rips itself apart like a piece of cloth. We have to be careful in the things we say, lest it bring harm, disgrace, death to ourselves. You understand, Alat Umishe?
Fully.
It's a serious thing. So hence why you give. You give in truth, you give in love, you give in joy. And that is what would continuously take us forward in achieving our greatness as devotees and as adherents of our beautiful tradition. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a blessing for all of us to wake up each day and greet our dawn in prayerfulness. Yeah?
Yeah.
In prayerfulness. It's a blessing for us to greet the dawn of the day in prayerfulness. Ifa tells us in Oyeku Meiji that we should wake up early in the morning and greet this world. Pray the portal of blessing early. Open the portal of blessing early in the morning and pray. Pray, 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 pray in the morning. The spirit of blessing, Allah Suwada, bring blessing to me. Bring blessing to my family. All that I do not have, bring blessing to me. And that is what Ifa, in its totality and its blueprint is telling us as a people that we have the ashe of Olodumare to live in comfort. We have it. We all have it. But if we don't do what we will or what is needed, we would not enjoy it. And it's a serious, serious fact. It's not that I am trying, to speak over anyone's head, that you won't understand. But following the way of life in a positive way would give you your just reward. You will have grace, you will have comfort, and everything will be well with you. And that is how it is. Because nothing comes to us comes as a surprise to the average Orisha devotee. Nothing comes as a surprise. Eh?
For real.
If sickness is coming your way, you would know. If you consult Ifa, or even if you're some time or some days or some minutes behind consulting Ifa, you would get it in a dream, or somebody close to you would receive the message that something is coming towards you. Yes? Because that is our spirituality. These things, it's not in a book. It's not in a book. But these things are developed when you live and you function in alignment. You function in alignment. That's why the eyes of a person in the tradition is a serious thing. The eyes of a person is a serious thing. The eyes of a spiritual person in our tradition, it's a serious, serious thing. Because if certain things come in towards you, you will see it. You will see it.
Once in a total alignment.
Once in alignment. Sometimes you do see it.
When you're out of alignment.
Yeah. But because but because you're Ori.
Or you might get late.
But if your Ori is not accepting, hey, I have to make changes, it will pass you. It will pass you. It have certain things that could be said on the radio and things that cannot be said.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, certain things come and look you in the face before it happen. They come and they look you in the face. You will know. Certain things come and look you in the face. But it's only up to you to make the adjustment to negate it from coming back to you.
Just like what we used to say when you hear Iku basically means debt, it can be debt of your finance, debt of your house, debt of your job. It don't literally means physical debt. For some people, when they hear Iku, they just get scared.
It's a serious thing, hence why it's important to come home. When I say come home, in layman term, come back to tradition. There's a movie out, Woman King. Woman King. Woman King. Woman King. It's in cinemas now. On that movie, they are casting Ifa. On that movie, they are showing reverence to their ancestors.
A lot of movies.
Because now, the awareness is taking the world by storm now. Everybody now is waking up to know that here what? Our ancestors is real. They have left something for us to move forward. And that is what would insulate us in this world. The ways and the truth of Ifa. It's one word to describe Ifa. The truth. As Ejiogbé says, or ta-ta-ta, or ra-ra-ra. When 401 Irumale was coming from Orun to Aye, they consulted Ifa. They were told, when you go on the planet, on Earth, on Aye, don't do evil. Be truthful. Be honest. Do things. Hold on to the rope of life with gentility. Because this is what would assist in preserving things and making things move forward. If it was defined then, imagine now, it's the same concept. Let us do things in the way our ancestors did it, in the proper way. Let us not get mixed up too with in the way our ancestors did things as well. It have the true way and it have other way. Let us understand the true way, which is consulting Ifa, consulting in the proper way to move forward in this life. I looked at this show and they were casting Iken. Look at it. Put what I'm saying to it has.
Woman King.
Woman King. They were casting Ifa. Yeah. And putting it to the test. Because this is what would save you. Because again, if death is coming your way, sickness, all negative things, it is Ifa or Rumela, our first Messiah known to mankind, that would save you. So we have to understand it and have to be truthful to ourselves. Let us move in truth.
Is that in you,
Yes, let us move in truth.
Wakanda, me verse also?
I wouldn't say Wakanda, but what I'm saying is, imagine in a multi-million-dollar movie, they are casting Ifa because they understand the power of what our ancestors have laid for us. It's a serious thing. Let us move with the time. Our ancestors have laid the foundation for us.
Benny.
Information now is easily accessed. Let us walk in truth, and that will save us. It will save you from divorce. Yeah? Because if you go and you put yourself in alignment with somebody who are not for you, it will end up in problems in the end. Yes? So hence why in everything we do as a devotee, from our child coming in fact, from courtship to childbearing, to marriage, to seeking one's life path, we consult Ifa to know where to go. You're having problems on your job, you consult Ifa to know where the problem is coming from. So it's a serious, serious thing. It's a serious, serious thing. You understand, Alat Umishe?
Yeah.
It's a serious thing. So despite wherever you are at this point in time and you are hearing this message, come back home. Stop run up and down in other ways of life that are not bringing you any profit. And when I say profit, is not just about money, it's about mental comfort, stability, peace of mind, all of these things. Walking the path of Ifa too is about patience. Suru. Respect. Humility. Giving reverence to your elders. Giving respect how your God after Olodumare, your mother, the womb of your mother. It's a serious thing. Ejiogbé tells us that it is the Ori of your mother that would support you and guide you in this world. If all negative forces rise up against you and the Ori of your mother is supporting you, you could overcome everything. That is why we always mention our mother in prayer. Once you offer an ebo, you are identified in the spirit world by your mother's name. You must reverence your mother. If you are going to do anything spiritually, you must have the permission of your mother. So even on earth, if you feel you're bigger than your mother, come down from there. Yes. Ifa tells us that in Ejiogbé, it is the Ashe and the Ori of our mother that will continue to elevate us in this world.
Amen.
And if we don't understand that, sad be our portion and dog eat our supper. You give reverence to your mother's womb. Despite what some people might have different opinions on this, but don't put it to the test and think you could do things without the blessings of your mother, without the blessings of your parents. Hence why, again, it is not good to disrespect your parents in no type of way. You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't make it at all. People who do that, you know, how much success you think you could enjoy, you know, by
disrespecting your parents.
Yeah, how much success you think you would enjoy, you know?
Michaela says, in the day of turbulence, it is Ebo that saves the
day. It's Ebo. You know, you offer Ebo in truth and with spirit. It will save you. In the day of turmoil, destruction, sickness, all kind of thing. It's Ebo. It's Ebo, but you follow up to and you continue to walk in the path you're supposed to walk. Because you could offer the physical Ebo, yes. But you of yourself have to spiritually deliver your Ebo, which is walking in alignment, walking in truth. You know? Making sure your character is in an honorable way. Making sure that you know you're walking white. You know, like a Bathala, walking white. You're walking white. So when people see you, they see Orisha. They see Orisha. Or they see a true manifestation of Orisha in you.
Sure.
Because not all the time manifestation is you know, dance and this and that. But sometimes in the way you move, it's a manifestation of Orisha in you. You give a man a positive advice. Sometimes you don't even know where that wisdom come from. Sometimes what you tell a man, you don't even know you had that wisdom in him. But it is a manifestation of Orunmila in you. Or about Hala in you. To give that message. You don't even know where it come from. You know, you don't even know. Alat Umishe. You might even know. And after, I know you shock yourself here now. Wait, I know tell you that. So that is why, again, it's important to walk in alignment. Eat good food. Eat the food of the Orisha as well. You eat good food. You eat good food. Eat the things you are supposed to eat and leave the things you're not supposed to eat. Eat the good food. Eat your obi seed from time her time, your Orogbo, your Atare, your One Daddy World Leaf, this and that. You can eat these things to keep you physical. Keep you physical. Because we must be strong in this thing. We must be physical to stand up.
What you saying that say about the eyes and the nose? One of the those, yeah, that feed.
That in Odimeji, it was Ori that was coming from Orun to Aye. Ori halted Ifa because Uri was living in isolation. Ifa prescribed to offer Ebo. Nose came and stayed with Uri. Eyes came, mouth came, body came, body parts came and stayed with Uri. So we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. Ifa tells us to in Oturapon Meiji as well that the hand does not die before the fingers. And that tells us too that once we serve Orisha in truth, our children would not die if for us. Yeah? It's the work of our hands. It is our hands that does the physical work of Orisha. Yeah? It's our hands that do the physical work of Orisha. And that is how it is. So if you do good,
good will follow.
The good will manifest from your hands. If you do bad, the negative vibrations and the principalities would manifest from your hands. And that is why, again, Ifa is carrying us to a place of understanding that the way we live is what would ensure our comfort tomorrow. The comfort we enjoy tomorrow. So you pass on information, you pass it on in the correct way so that it could inspire someone to move away from some bad road or some bad vibes they on. You know what it's saying, a lot, Umishe?
Yeah.
It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. So Ifa Abewao, may Ifa continue to support us. May Ifa continue to guide us and to move us forward. And to move us forward in this marketplace. To move us forward and to ensure that we have the comfort that is needed to continue our work. Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe.
No, because it's that real.
It's a serious thing.
Very, very.
It is a serious thing. You could imagine right now with these children whom witnessed their father being shot last week, Friday. You could imagine their condition now.
It's sad, it's sad.
That is why Ifa tells us, let us always use wisdom to approach every situation. Yeah? Yeah? Ogbe Yunu warns us about uncontrolled anger. Yeah?
Yeah.
Uncontrolled anger brings destruction. So we must use wisdom. We must use wisdom in everything. We must use the wisdom of the Orisha to approach problems. Yeah? Because we are ambassadors of them. Asheo.
You know, You know, we have approximately half an hour. I will to run through this, Shaka. You know, this is one of the things that we just try to bring and instill in the people, you know.
Yeah.
Character Ifa. One, this is a benevolent universe. On this Udu Ifa, Oiku Lokbe says, a tree not fears no rain. Cast Ifa for Olodomari, Agotun, the ruler who created a wet balanced earth that cannot be broken up when planning to establish a market on water.
Ashe.
You know?
Ashe. So again, Ifa is showing us in different verses that, you know, there is a way we should live. There's a way we should live and a way we should do things that is already set. Nothing that comes upon the earth is new. Hence why there are 256 verses, in fact, Udu or chapters of Ifa with approximately 1,680 verses of each. From Ejiogbe to Ofunche. So it tells us that nothing is new. Nothing is new. Whatever problem a person is going through presently is not new. There's solution to everything. Solution. And that is the hope I am leaving people with. In fact, we are leaving people with. There's hope to everything. Hope.
You know, it says here, you need to have no fear. On this Udu Ifa, Ogbe Ofun says this. Olowowoji, he was the Awo who cast Ifa for Iko, death, and revealed some for Iru, fear. He also cast Ifa for Owenmilia, when in the midst of enemies, when he was in constant fear of Ajogun, evil forces. He was advised to offer sacrifice. He complied. If I see death, sickness, loss, litigation, etc., I will crush them. Join us where we offer sacrifice to overcome enemies. Both death and fear have no power over us.
No power over us. No power over us.
And that was just what I was saying there before, you know. There's a single creative force, Olodomari. On this Udu Ifa, Okanran Oworin says, the one whose influence spreads around the world, the one whose presence flows through every land, the one who spreads the mat perpetually, Ifa's message to Olodomari Agotun. 4. There is no devil. Sacred Udu Ifa, Ogbeate teaches us, if the lifetime of the wicked is enjoyable, his death and afterlife will be unpleasant. Success cannot be achieved with wickedness. For it to be smooth and peaceful, cast Ifa for Otito, truth, the offspring of he who walks with gentility.
Ashe, and again, as we were saying, if you do things with a dirty hand, expect someone to return the favor for you with a dirtier hand. And that is life. And that is the life. And that tells us again that our tradition is one of order. It's not about doing people something, about do a man this or that. What you do will find you. What you do will find you. That's how it is. If you wrong a man, don't think no one have seen you. That person's egbe have seen you. Olodumare have seen you.
Ashe.
Ogun have seen you.
Ashe.
The Mother Earth you stand upon have seen
Ashe.
you. So it tells us we must live properly. Sure.
Ashe. It is your birthright to be joyful, successful and loved. On this sacred Udu, Ifa Ijiogbe says, he who robes a child to befit the child, he who robes a child with the utmost of care, he who wakes early in the morning and holds the robes of prosperity, he who looks after the earth. This is the same name of Ifa. It is whoever you look with your eye of compassion that is blessed with prosperity. Ifa, let me be blessed with prosperity.
Ashe. And as again, whatever we do, you're working. You take care of a child in the right way, that is an investment in the future. You don't take care of them, that will come back to make your life miserable. So that is why it's incumbent on us to take care of our children. Because at a time when they are supposed to come back and bless you, the parent, you will still be holding your head and crying because you didn't put in the work to assist them to be responsible. We have to take care of our children, take care of them, correct them when they need correction. Correct them when they need correction, because one is not training a child for themselves, it is for the society, it is for the world, for they to function in. Aburaboye.
You know, heaven is home and earth the marketplace. We are in constant passage between the two. Sacred Udu Ifa Otura Iwer says, the wise ones know these secretly shooting arrows at others. The villagers know the city dwellers. The living and the dead, they know each other. The living and the dead, they will see each other when the time comes. The ants will never disperse for them not to meet and assemble again. Ifa's message to the people of the world when they were mourning the dead.
And again,
where people come from, they shall return. The one who sent us has called us back home.
And that is what it is. We are here for a time. In layman terms,
passing through.
By the time you come out of your mother's womb, your expiry date is already sealed. Between the boundary of Orun and Aye, according to Otura Meiji, the recorder in Orun, knows what time you shall return. You come through for a particular time, for a particular mission. That is why Olodum Hare created Iku. Because sometimes a person, based on what they think they have on earth, or they think what they are achieved in on earth, it is so much that it's greater than what they have on earth to return home. So Olodumare created Iku as a reminder for us to know that our contractual agreement must be maintained. From Orun coming to Aye, there's a specific time we must go back home.
Ashe, you are part of the universe in a literal, not figurative way. On this sacred Udu Ifa, Osa, Kulija teaches us, may the dew burst out quickly. May the dew burst out rapidly. May the dew burst out continuously and be so vast through the expanse. These were the declarations of Ifa for Origun when going to coordinate the creation, the vast expanse of the universe.
And that's out of our creation story. Well, not our story, but our creation history. Our groundation to found Haitian where life started. And at our next time in the program, we'll get into that.
All right.
Sure.
Character determines outcome. Udu Ifa Irosun Ungunda says, dog is beautiful with its teeth. Ram is beautiful with its mane. Dog does not have a mane. Let one go home to fetch a ram for sacrifice to Wanzi Gungun. Ifa's declaration to Ori Inu, character, also to Ori Odi, destiny. Ori Inu, my character, please have mercy. Do not destroy Ori Odi, my destiny. It is character that is important.
That's the thing. Ogba Lara tells us that whatever we have on earth here, whatever we have achieved, if we don't have good character, we will lose it all.
Benny.
We will lose it all. Our character is what people would remember us by. It is our character in which our good character is what our ancestors would use as a yardstick to measure, to welcome us in their house in Orun. Would you help a person of ill character in your home?
No.
So why would one's ancestors welcome a ill behaved person in their home?
Supremacy is evil. On this Udu Ifa, Ubara Ufu says, the farmhouse with thatch roof, a big snake prostrates and crawls about on its chest. Ifa's declaration to the three Babalawo, also to the 6 advisors, when they were fighting for superiority in Ife land. They were advised to offer a bow. Only the Babalawos complied. Now, who is superior? Ifa is superior.
Awari Shokbe tells us, if death is coming for one, Orunmila, protect me. If sickness is coming for one, and we malogbo, or boy ashinla, please protect me. And that in a Warren Shokbe is telling us as devotees, our Messiah, first Messiah known to mankind, Orunmila, the great diviner, second in command to Olodumare, knows the secrets of this world, knows everything, knows on the day death is coming what to do, on the day that sickness is coming what to do. All Orisha sit in the council of Orunmila to advise their devotee what to do. Ashe.
Ashe. You must never initiate harm to another human being. Udu Ifa Iwori Oworin says this: whoever we extend our favor to, but who fails to appreciate it, do not inflict any wickedness on such a person. If you do him any harm, the wickedness will pain him. It is only the favor that he will not remember. Same thing in Old Togo.
Ikai worry, Sheresh Here. Whatever you do will return to you. You do wickedness, it will return. You do good, it will return. Basic human ethics. Ashe.
Ashe. You must never harm the universe of which you are part. Sacred Udu Ifa Iwori Ogbe says this: if a fowl drinks water, it sings praise to Oloru, God, ruler of creation. Ifa's declaration to the dove when in want of children. There can be no discrimination on this sacred Udu Ifa. Oshia Turupu says this: For years, the elephant had been roving. The elephant was never hit with the javelin. For months, the buffalo was wandering. The buffalo had not slipped into a ditch. A person who does not appreciate the value of a fellow human being, who does not recognize the importance of another human being, a person who is not well learned, is the one who will say a woman does not amount to anything in life.
The words of Ifa is so straight. And this is the philosophy of Ifa that we must imbibe in our daily lives that will take us forward, you know, a lot. It is philosophy. This is a complete way of life that we are standing upon. A complete way of life, I show you.
I see. Diversity is the hallmark of Olodumari's God's creation. On this Udu Ifa, Ijiodi says this: Odidi Kiri Makuro, Awo of Ori, cast Ifa for Ori. When Ori was living in isolation, he was asked to offer sacrifice. He complied. I scheme to stay with Ori. Kere Kere, my Ori will no longer be in isolation. He came to stay with Ori. Kere Kere, my Ori will no longer be in isolation. No scheme to stay with Ori. Kere Kere, my Ori will no longer be in isolation. Mount came to stay with Ori. Kere Kere, my Ori will no longer be in isolation.
Ashe. And this as well is showing us humans that no man is an island. We are all interdependent on each other to move forward and to achieve greatness. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
Because in every establishment of anything, you must have hands.
So true.
Yes, it will have the nuclear software something came from, but it would always spawn into something greater, into a greater mechanism to move. So this is spirituality in its essence. No man is an island.
So true. You select your destiny and guardian, Orisha. Udu Ifa Ogbe Obara says this: we kneel down and choose our destinies. On getting to it, we are in too much of a hurry. Destiny cannot be rechosen unless we reincarnate. Declaration of Ifa Teido. Who won? Who will pardon humans from heaven?
We give thanks, eh?
Yes.
For this. I mean, despite where we are presently within ourselves, don't think that our mission is not important. Do ever think that one's mission is not important? You might look across and see what somebody else is doing. You might find it looking good and all of that. But don't ever discount what you have to do. Whatever you are uniquely created to do. Ashe.
Ashe. Divination provides a roadmap to your destiny. Sacred Udu Ifa Otoropuno Warren says on this topic, Ifa says, whenever we wake up, we should be teaching each other wisdom.
Ashe.
We should not wake at the crack of dawn and lay a foundation of foolishness. Whatever we deliberate on, that cannot be resolved. There is need to consult Ikenifa. Balance, growth, and wisdom are your goals. On this sacred Udu Ifa, Idi Engbe says, the Awo who is small and experienced is the Awo of today. The Awo who is mature and capable is the Awo of tomorrow. The banana is the one that sits by the brook and lives majestically. The hour of he who knows today and tomorrow. These are the declarations of Ifa to Olilo Jopome, my suffering ends today. Child of Agbenugun, when coming from heaven to earth, he was advised to offer sacrifice. He complied. Now, my suffering ends today. By tomorrow, it will turn to convenience. My suffering truly ends today. By tomorrow, it will turn to convenience. So that brings us to the end of this beautiful program here, the Ifa Orisha Way of Life on the Street 919 FM. Remember, we're streaming live on the Street 919 FM Facebook page. We're also streaming live on Iwer TV on YouTube. So, Shaka, anything in closing?
Just want to say thank you to all the listeners. Thank you, Michaela Gomez, for staying with us till midnight. You know, thank you so much. All the viewers, all our faithful supporters, Orisha Omalu Shrine, thank you for everything. Ifa Leke, his wonderful family, our family down Tableland.
All Ilias, all Palace, all Shrines.
All Palace, all elders, I give thanks. May we be blessed, and may we all see each other next week. Aburu, Aboye, Aboshishe, Asheo.
Let us continue to serve Orisha in truth, and let us stop bringing down and embarrassing the tradition. Let's stay good, and let's stay close, and let us grow from strength to strength. King Shaka, yours truly, Alatumishe, Fabamishe. We are leaving you guys peace and blessings
all the time.
And remember, the festival done by Baba Arla Fakayode happens from the 18th of October. Don't miss it. Let each one support each one.
Each one teach
peace,
one.
love, and blessings.